There we are.
Hi, students. I first want to say Merry Christmas, and I hope you're having a great last week at the middle school. And I wanted to invite you to join us in an interview today. We have a former Grayson County Middle School student, Mr. Elvie Shane Payton. He is joining us. So thank you for being part of our interview today. First of all, I
Absolutely.
want to congratulate you for being named Pandora's Artist to Watch in 2021. That is a huge accomplishment, along with your song, My Boy. I know that many of our students and faculty have heard your song on the radio, and they may even remember you from being on American Idol. But what could you tell us more about yourself? Give us a little background on Mr. Elvie Shane Payton.
Well, I grew up in the holler down on Post House Road in Caneyville, Kentucky. And I went to Caneyville Elementary. I'm flying the Caneyville colors here, purple and gold. And yeah, grew up in Caneyville, went to Caneyville Elementary. I think I was one of the first students to go to the new middle school when they went to sixth grade and they changed it. Like one of the last kids to go to the old Caneyville school. And grew up singing in church on Sundays with my mom, and getting in trouble through the week at school. But I had some good teachers who figured out a way to kind of steer that in the right direction, and started a chorus program when I was in like fourth grade that got me involved in singing more. And the Grayson County school system has been a huge part of why I am where I am today.
Awesome. So you gave a little background of singing in the church choir with your mom and also being in chorus in the elementary school. But what gave you the push, the motivation to go out and become a country music singer and songwriter?
Well, I've like I said, grew up singing. I was singing in church from a young age, singing gospel with my mother, and then we'd get home, and my dad was always wrenching on some old car truck and listening to people like CCR or Steve Earle and stuff like that. So, and then there was, of course, country radio on the radio in mom's car everywhere we went. So I grew up around music, around country music. When I got right out of middle school and high school, I started singing in a little rock band, a little garage band with some of my friends from Breckenridge County, and did that kind of rock and roll music stuff for a while until my early 20s, maybe not even my 20s, but I guess I would have to say there was a song. Eric Church came out with a record back in 2006 or 7 called Sinners Like Me, and there was a song on there called Can't Take It With You. And the first line of that song said, "Never realized how much she brought to the table till I went to set my cup of coffee where the table used to be." And when I heard that line, I was like, man, I want to write country music. That's it. So I'm a big storyteller, and country music is all about telling stories. So it seemed like a right fit.
That's awesome. Well, you mentioned that going through the school system here at Grayson County, and how you had a choir class started. Were there any certain teachers in our school system that played a pivotal role into where you are today?
So this is the middle school, right, that I'm talking to right now. I would have to say just man, there were so many teachers that played pivotal roles in where I am today, and I would hate to cut any of them out. But as far as singing goes, Miss Likens was the chorus teacher when I was in middle school, and I was really hard to put up with sometimes. I was a wild kid, but she always tried to focus on me, and she gave me opportunities to sing solos in the chorus, and she really pushed me to do my best with my singing. So I would say out of middle school, she was very pivotal in my singing.
That's awesome. I know she would love to hear that, so I'll make sure to share that with her.
Please do,
Um,
please do.
One thing that we have here at the middle school, we have some core values that drive our educational process. We focus on respect, determination, responsibility, caring, and honesty. Can you relate any of these core values to your career, either the pursuit of your career or where you're at today?
Oh, every one of them. I'm no genius, and when you come into the music industry and you're on Music Row and you see these big, nice buildings and all these corporate people who run these labels and publishing companies, you think, man, these people have to just be brilliant people to do this. And what it really comes down to is, you don't have to be the sharpest tool in the shed. You just have to have a lot of respect, determination, responsibility, and you have to be honest. Honesty is one of the most important things to me, to a fault sometimes with my songs. I like to tell my stories in my songs, and I want them to be real. But no, my mom always, I think she had the 3 R's. I want you to be a responsible, reliable, respectable adult when you grow up. Mm-hmm. And the one thing I would add to that, kids, is you just work ethic. I mean, that determination is part of it, persistence. You can start right now at the age of, 10 to 13. If you want to be a singer, then get in a course program or get in a course program. Start a little band with your friends. If you want to be an actor, start watching movies with actors that you like, whatever it may be in the arts or in science or whatever. You can start right now working towards that goal and apply those core values. And I promise it'll get you somewhere.
That's awesome. Thanks for kind of motivating our students.
Absolutely.
This year we have a theme, and it's called Opportunity Over Obstacles. Quite fitting, given the year that we're facing. How have you kind of driven this way with any setbacks that you have came up with, or just trying to forge your way in the country music spotlight?
Well, some of my guys I like to work with down here on my team, they pick on me for using big words sometimes, but just being a hillbilly from Caneyville, Kentucky, I guess I told them at the beginning of this that with COVID-19 in the music industry, we were going to see some unprecedented obstacles and opportunities. And the obstacle has obviously been, COVID-19 and trying to make things happen while that's going on in an entertainment industry where everything's shut down and you can't connect with people. But I mean, things like what we're doing right now have shown us that it's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because now we know we can work every day as musicians instead of just Thursday through Saturday. But my song "My Boy," when this happened and quarantine started, we had been gearing up to put "My Boy" out as my first single. And at first, I didn't really want to put that song out because I didn't want to put it out first because there's so much more other stuff that's going to come out that's just as honest and real to me. But some of it's a little more rockin', some of it's a little more country. And I didn't know if this song was going to kind of pigeonhole me into being this one certain kind of act. But then what happened with quarantine was we noticed, hey, families are together. They're going to be together every day. And there's so much negativity in the world with the social unrest and the election coming up and the racism issue that was right in front of our faces every day, all day long. And we were like, what a better time to try and throw a little bit of love out in the world and just see if it'll cut through and distract people for a few minutes at a time. So we put it out. And, another thing, social media is a blessing and a curse. But social media, people have more time to be in social media. People have wanted to be in social media more because it's an escape. And TikTok, Facebook, Instagram have just skyrocketed this song. So there's a lot of opportunities that have risen out of the obstacles in front of us this year for us.
Yeah, it's definitely been a different year that we've had to overcome a lot.
Lord have mercy.
I wanted to thank you for being part of this interview with us. Is there anything else you would like to share with our students or staff?
I just really want them to know I grew up in Grayson County, and I love Grayson County with all my heart. But I also grew up there thinking, sometimes that I had to get out, and it's not necessarily that you have to get out. Like, there's opportunities everywhere, but don't think that you can't do something. Like, never let anyone around you make you feel like you can't do anything. I literally came from a little house in the holler on Post Housey Road, and I'm getting to live my dream now. And And a lot of that is due to your core values that you guys are teaching to this day and applying that to my life on a daily basis. But I just want everyone to know, no matter what it is, if it's singer, actor, scientist, doctor, teacher, whatever your dream is, no matter where you come from, what holler or road in Grayson County you come from, you can reach your goals. You just got to put them out there in front of you and start working towards them. And you don't always have to know how to get there. You just got to keep going towards it somehow, the best way you know fit. And you guys are going to be thinking about, you're going to be getting into high school before long and thinking about college. And don't forget about trade schools too, because we're losing a lot of our folks that are doing trades, carpentry, mechanic work, welding, all this stuff. So that stuff is just as important these days as going to college and getting the science degree or the whatever it may be in whatever field. Just know you have options out there.
All right. Thank you so much for helping us today and letting us sit down and do this interview with you. Students, and just as Mr. Elvie Shane has shared, just keep pushing forward and start on your goal now. And we look forward to seeing you all back in the building soon. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Thanks again, Elvie Shane.
No, thank you all. I can't wait to come and see you in person. Hopefully next year, maybe I can stop by the school and see you guys and play a few songs for you there.
That'd be awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas.